don't know how many of y'all remember the pink sauce lady, but we have an update. I don't know about y'all, but Chef P and her failed business adventure kind of just lives in my head rent-free. To those of you who are unfamiliar with who Chef P is or the pink sauce, what the hell have you been doing? Have you been under a rock? And if you are you okay? Now, the thing about it is Chef P quite literally went viral for having this pink dipping sauce that she advertised as the pink sauce. And when she first started putting out this product, she was quite literally just doing it by herself at home, packaging her own product, shipping out her own product. And it wasn't FDA approved, and she went on to fake a video where she acted like an FDA member, actually showed up at her doorstep, which they don't do that. She got a shit ton of backlash for the initial product release because she was packaging it all by herself at home in her kitchen. Like I said, it wasn't FDA approved. The ingredients were not properly shipped out. She had things in there such as milk and eggs, and they were going out shipping in the Florida heat, and people were receiving their packages and they were rotten. They were exploded in the packaging and quite literally just unedible, and that caused her to receive tons of backlash on her business. People were requesting refunds and leaving bad reviews. But Chef P was like, you know what? I dreamed a dream and dreamed have I. And she decided to partner up with this company named Dave's Gourmet, who really, they did want her to succeed with this product. And they put a lot of funding behind it. They helped sponsor this product. They helped get it into literal stores like Walmart. And it backfired because she decided to make a video one day saying that this company never paid her. She wasn't being paid for her time. She wasn't being compensated fairly. And Dave's Gourmet shot back at her with all types of receipts like, no, like this is not the case. They have sent her over, I think it was like $120,000 for like the initial product. But anyways, moving on, it flopped, it failed. She was not doing okay. And then she had kind of a mental breakdown on TikTok that was sad and entertaining at the same time to witness, where she was saying she was never fairly compensated. Now she's living with her mother and she can't afford to send her kids to school, basically because she can't afford backpacks, clothes, etc. that the kids needed for the school year. But she did state prior, and it's really interesting to me, that she was a celebrity chef at one point. And it's like, if your dream isn't working, maybe you should go back to that full-time job that you had, that you could afford your lifestyle to live. But instead of going back to her job where she did get paid decently, being a celebrity cook and chef, she decided to go on TikTok and start up GoFundMes, trying to raise money basically just for her lifestyle until she can figure out something else to do. And that's whenever she decided to come out with this pink sauce reimagined. But the new pink sauce is just quite literally a powder that you buy, and then you have to buy a shit ton of ingredients to actually make it a sauce. And it's flopping as well, but that's not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about this really interesting marketing campaign that she's been doing for this new sauce, and it's interesting. But before we get into this new marketing that Chef P has endeavored on, I just want to play this clip for a little bit of context, just to show how she treats her paying customers who have a little bit of criticism.
I'm just a little worried about it being swollen. I don't know if this is considered swollen or not. Check the seal. Everything's good on that.
It is like sweet ranch.
The aftertaste, I'm not messing with. It's like watered down ranch. It's not bad. Definitely not worth $20 a bottle. But we support small businesses. I don't know if she's fixing things or not. That's not my problem. Today, when I went to go open it, something is not right. The smell that's coming out of this bottle, something is wrong. It's rotten. So I pulled out the bottle and I opened it up and I had to stick my finger inside of it, but there is a piece of glitter. Is it edible glitter? Am I going to die? Is it safe? I would be so interested to sending this to a food safety testing lab, and I think it's like $300. I'm willing to send this to be tested.
All right, everyone, please welcome Allie to the show. Hi. How are you? Can I have a hug? Nice to meet you. Take a seat. All right, so this is the first time you two have ever met each other, right?
Correct.
Okay, then. And you're both influencers, obviously, on TikTok. Now, before we go any further, I do have to ask this, Allie, because my producers did tell me that the reason that we had to separate the couches is because you didn't feel comfortable in sitting next to Chef P.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't met her yet, and just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me uncomfortable, because I never set out to harass anybody. And I think that's like a little bit delusional to say something like that.
So tell me, from your perspective, she says that she says that she didn't harass you.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
Okay, so let's talk about this because we don't have these details and I need to know this. So when you tasted Chef P sauce, you did the viral video, which everyone does those. People did their taste test. But you then went further. Tell me what you then did.
So I saw it and I was like, wow, this is such a cool sauce. It's bright pink, like I'm a sauce girl. So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it. Like the label, you know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Well, I want to hear Allie.
Yeah, absolutely. You had your time to talk, so just let me have mine. So I understand, like, if it does have dairy in it, you see all these concerns. You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right, as a business owner, when you create a product, that's your pride and joy. You send it off to someone, they don't like it. You're like, oh my gosh, like, that's my pride and
so
joy.
Let me
fix it.
So you weren't contacted by Chef P?
No, and the thing is, if you knew I had a problem with it, you could have contacted me, and I could have turned around, and I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted me.
So you're saying that you contacted me.
No, I'm saying you never contacted me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
But nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special.
Okay, so why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet?
It's literally a shit show. She told one of her paying customers, who was quite literally just concerned about what they had just ingested, that they were delusional for being concerned for buying a product coming in the mail swollen, and then testing the ingredients to make sure that they didn't just ingest anything harmful to their body. Then to have the absolute audacity to tell somebody who did buy your product and could have been a returning customer, had you handled the situation properly, that they're not special is just absolutely bizarre, because everybody who bought the product in the first place, they're kind of special, and they should be special because they helped your failed business. Let's get into the actual drama though, y'all. We are far into this video, and that's probably because I don't think I've ever made a TikTok video, I don't think I've ever made a YouTube video about Chef P. I know I made one on TikTok a while ago, and that video did very well, but I've never talked about her over here on YouTube. With that being said, though, y'all, I'm not active on TikTok, so I'm not going to be linking my TikTok. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into this interesting marketing campaign that she's doing, where she's in public making people test the pink sauce, and the interactions that she's having with these strangers just make me uncomfortable. It makes me want to stay inside just in case I ever leave my house and run into somebody such as Chef P, who's like, try this deadly sauce. Oh. Pink, yum, 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 yum. Oh, so quirky. So relatable.
Look at this. Like, just to look at this, like, y'all, I just wish I could just hit the restart button and, like, restart it all, but it's okay. This is, like, the best thing ever, guys. Oh, my gosh. I think I perfected my product. I think I perfected my product.
She's saying she perfected her product, but while she's showing it like a little drip test in the bowl, it's giving the consistency of Elmer's glue. Literally could not pay me to test this. You couldn't pay me to eat this shit. Literally, you couldn't send me 1,000 bottles of chamoy and expect me to eat this. It's really disturbing that she's saying she finally perfected her craft. She finally perfected the pink sauce. It's been on the market for a really long time, and it's an edible product. So to hear that she finally perfected it, it's like, what the fuck have we been eating?
Like, y'all, no, but for real, like, what? Oh, they could never. Oh, it's so beautiful. See, and then when I mix my sauce and I just see how vibrant and beautiful the color is, I just rock myself and I'm like, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Look how gorgeous.
And no, I could not tell you why the she just turned into a seal, but that happened. But it gets literally cringier, like grab your tea if you want to, and excitedly grab your pink sauce if you have a death wish.
Can I record y'all? Hold on. Okay, so I'm out here getting honest reviews. If y'all ever heard of me, y'all know I'm like one of the most hated people on the internet.
If I was walking through a fair and somebody was pressuring me into walking up to their table to try a product, and then I get to the table to try the product and they look into the camera and they're like, for those who know me and think I'm the most hated person on the internet, I would quite literally run. I would run for my damn life. I'd run for the hills and never return because I'd be scared I'd end up in like a Natalie Reynolds situation where they try to drown somebody for clout.
Flavor, it's just color.
Okay, so it is flavor. So my description of it is sweet, tangy, and a little bit spicy. But I don't say both of them.
Okay.
So I don't say that it tastes like something because it tastes like pink sauce, it tastes like blue sauce.
Dude,
Right.
couldn't even get creative. The only difference between the two sauces is the color. You think if you invented or created or brought in a second sauce to your line of work that you're trying to do, you would make it a different flavor or something they'd want to buy and check out. But if it tastes just like the first one, what's going to be the incentive to make them want to go and buy it?
So do it taste like ranch?
No. I don't know what it tastes like. It got its own flavor for real. It tastes good.
So do it taste like ranch?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta really. It's good though. I like it. I gotta try the pink one, but I like the blue one.
Look, she done dipped the blue one like 3 times, y'all.
I should probably include a headphone warning or audio warning trigger in my video for those who are wearing headphones right now, but I just went through it, so y'all have to as well. Yeah, it's me the next day. This is day 2 of me trying to film this video, and I can't remember what the hell we watched, so let's just continue reacting.
Alrighty, so in my professional opinion, I don't really think these two like the sauces. I think maybe the lady with the red hair might like it a bit more, but the one on the left is like actively shaking her head. And it's also just a tonal thing. They both got the classic voice when you're trying to not make it seem like you dislike something. Your voice gets a little bit higher and you're like, yeah, this is not bad. It's pretty good. This is just one of those things where I feel like we've all got sort of a human connection. You can always tell when somebody doesn't like what they're eating, and these two don't like what they're eating.
But does it taste like any other sauce that you've ever tasted before?
Not at all. No, it got its own little flair to it. It's good though.
Thank you, y'all.
It definitely don't taste like nothing else. This one tastes like it's unique too, but I don't know. It's real good. Like it makes me feel like it could be something else or something. I don't know.
Well, thank you. You keep eating it, girl. So it's a compliment either way. Okay. So she say her favorite is the blue, but she liked the pink, and she liked the pink too. Period.
1, her mic is just way too close to the face, but then 2, these ladies just tried the pink sauce, not just the pink sauce, but powder packeted pink sauce. In public, on a hot day, on a cart. Who knows what's going to happen to these 2 women, given what happened to other people who tried the pink sauce when it had a little bit of issues with it or around swollen. We're looking at patient 0 in the next pandemic. Also, it's interesting to me that she's saying it's the same damn ingredients. They have the same sauce. If it's the pink sauce, it's the blue sauce. You just kind of pick the color that you want. And she's asking which one they like better. Isn't it the same?
Flavor, it's just color.
Okay, so it is flavor. So my description of it is sweet, tangy, and a little bit spicy. But I don't say both of them.
Okay.
So I don't say that it's...
So I don't say. I just got as close as I could to my microphone to say that, and I still wasn't yelling as loud as she was. But the point I was trying to make is she's asking them which one do you like better when she just said they're both the same flavor. Sweet, spicy, and what did she say, tangy or something?
Yeah, I don't know them from nowhere, okay? That is.
Oh Lord.
She's just going right in there. She gives no fucks that this is a random woman giving her a random colored sauce and she's just gonna dive right into it. I would have my suspicions.
Okay, so first question, do it taste like ranch? It don't, right? No.
It don't taste like ranch because she looks like somebody who would enjoy a good ranch dip, but she don't know what the she just tasted. That raw expression on her face right now emphasizes disgust, in my opinion. She looks confused. She looks like she's questioning the substance in her mouth. I wouldn't try it.
Does it taste like any other sauce that you've ever had? No, it do not. But is it good? It is really good. Thank you. Okay, so now this the blue sauce, y'all. And I'm going to let her open her own sauce. Go back a little bit, Poppy, because they can hear me. She say, it's so good.
Look, we can all have an open discussion right now in the comment section down below, and I bet y'all cannot change my mind to convince me that this woman just enjoyed what she tried. She looks like she's miserable. To be honest, when she took the napkin and wiped her face, it really looked like she was wiping the flavor off of her tongue as well.
Come a little closer. I gotta get
The shade of blue that this sauce isn't giving me pretty blue sky outside sauce. It's giving me death gray vibes.
What about this one? It's a little different, but it's a little different, right? But it's good. Period. Okay, see, I had to come out here with the people because the people is gonna tell the truth, honey. Period. We're talking. It's really good. Thank you, my leg. Thank you, my leg.
This is genuinely incredibly embarrassing. That woman was choking down that little bit of sauce that she had in her mouth. Even more crazy is Chef P or somebody edited down these videos and she chose to post them. Like, babe, she doesn't like your sauce and this is just embarrassing. I honestly don't know if Chef P is struggling to, admit and take accountability that she kind of flopped this whole brand that she had by just how she went about literally everything with the brand. But I don't know if it's her lack of trying to take accountability and she's not trying to accept the fact that she flopped, or she knows it flopped. So she's just trying her best to either A, keep milking the situation, or B, just keep getting online money. I don't know. Personally, I don't have anything against Chef P other than the fact that she scammed a lot of people on the internet with this shitty sauce and getting people sick with the sauce, sending out shitty bottles of it being swollen with rotten ingredients in the sauce, and then not taking accountability and calling her paying customers not special. It's a long history I have of things I don't like, but I don't have nothing against her. I never got the sauce. I never got sick from the sauce, so I really don't care. But the thing about it, it's for me at the end of the day. She was a celebrity chef. She should know flavors. She should know her ingredients. She should know little combinations and like the spices and seasonings that you can add to something to really increase the flavor or make it more potent. And instead, she chose the number one ingredient in the sauce to be dragon fruit, which I like dragon fruit, but it's pretty. It just really doesn't have a flavor, in my opinion. Water has more flavor than dragon fruit. That's just my opinion, though, at the end of the day. She chose dragon fruit, a freeze-dried dragon fruit powder, to be one of her number one ingredients in the sauce, and it just doesn't really pack that much flavor, so she's running around claiming this is like the best sauce, but really it's the main ingredient is something with no flavor. I know that's a bit of a reach, but it just kind of lives in my head rent-free at this point. I don't know. If I had a chef, personally, well, I wouldn't have a chef. I enjoy cooking. I really do. But if I ever had a chef or, like, somebody in the restaurant came up to me and they was like, hey, like, we're inventing this sauce and, like, this is what it looks like, I wouldn't taste it if it looked like that death gray combination that she was serving. I would be like, no thanks. That being said, y'all, I have been so incredibly busy that it's not even funny. I am literally sick right now with allergies. I've just had so much going on with work and stuff at home that I'm so tired. I'm literally running off of maybe 8 hours of sleep, and that's in the past 48 hours, so I feel incredible. Yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I wanted to make it a little bit longer, but for some reason my phone is having this weird storage issue problem, and it's telling me I don't have storage to export this video, but I have this storage. I literally have nothing on here. This is the phone I use to create content, so I don't know where the storage issue is coming in hand. But with that being said, I'm too tired to figure it out, and I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.